This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
One of the most challenging issues in contemporary society is the HIV and AIDS menace. In particular, developing countries have numerous serious issues that need attention and immediate solutions despite the limited resource endowment in those countries. World Health Organization and other relevant agencies have tried their level best to put measures necessary to reduce the spread of HIV and AIDS in society. These intervention measures are necessary in that they put the country on the correct path to realizing socio-economic and political development. By doing so, the governments of these countries have implemented education systems that create awareness of the causes and impact of HIV and AIDS on society. With the ever-changing environment in the present world, many stakeholders have demanded an education system that addresses the desired and emerging issues in society. Most of the victims of HIV and AIDS die because of ignorance of the transmission mode of HIV infection. Due to the impact of this challenge in many countries, a better education system that informs the youth and new generation is essential in informing the youths on the safety behaviors that can help reduce the menace of HIV and AIDS. To begin with, the youths, through a proper education system, come to understand the cultural and religious values essential in preventing the spread of the infection. It is important to use the education system to introduce concepts such as the causes, effects, and prevention, as well as measures that are necessary for reducing the menace of this killer disease. Through the education system, many young people and the new generation understand the effects of the deadly virus on our body system. Education, in essence, helps policymakers communicate effectively with the young population about the possible threats of fast-spreading and killer diseases. Furthermore, education enables policymakers and other government agencies to highlight the socio-economic impact of HIV and AIDS on the development process of the people. In other words, an effective education system reduces misconceptions and prejudices about the disease by giving clear facts about the causes and effects of the disease to youths who are actively involved in sex activities. Secondly, a proper education system reduces the chances of stigmatization and discrimination associated with the disease. One of the most challenging hurdles in reducing the infection of HIV and AIDS is stigma and discrimination at various stages of the epidemic. With a proper education system, prevention measures would be increased if the chances of stigmatization and discrimination become smaller and smaller. In particular, ignorance among many people in the society concerning the disease has made people view the infected persons as promiscuous and thus dismissing such members of the society. Many people, especially the new generation, believe that HIV infection relates to unacceptable activities, and the panacea to this misconception is a proper and effective education system that informs about the causes and the impact of this deadly disease. As Bruess and Greenberg denote, the outcome of the HIV and AIDS epidemic is threatening, making it one of the biggest concerns in the world. With high death cases associated with the epidemic, the world community has raised concerns about the need to address health issues and other epidemics leading to human crisis. The most vulnerable group that has borne the severe effects of the spread of HIV and AIDS is the youth, and the only way to reduce this high vulnerability is by adopting an effective education system that aims at improving and achieving sustainable human development. What is more, the youths are found to engage in sexual activities for financial gains, especially in developing countries where meeting basic amenities is challenging. Factors such as poverty, ignorance, and disempowerment are among the impediments contributing to the spread of the HIV epidemic. Bearing this in mind, education has become the chief cornerstone in reducing the impact of both poverty and the spread of HIV and AIDS. Since the majority of the youths undergo the current education system, this makes it possible for the policymakers to give appropriate responses to the preventive measures other than the solution to the epidemic. Education, in addition, plays a significant role in encompassing life skills, hence making the new and young generation grow as responsible adults in matters relating to sex. Since contemporary society is synonymous with decaying cultural and acceptable values, the only hope in counterattacking these immoral values is through developing appropriate standards of conduct. This is achievable only through an effective education system that promotes and creates a healthy state of behavior and mind. Education is the appropriate tool that the government and other relevant agencies can use in combating the widespread HIV menace, since it can reach many young people at an early age before they are either infected or participate in any risky behavior that increases the chances of infection. Lastly, since many young people cannot openly speak loudly on matters relating to the spread of this epidemic, education provides an appropriate avenue for young people to seek answers on sexuality and sexual health. In particular, lack of counseling and unwillingness by young people to share sexual matters with doctors, parents, and other older people make it difficult for them to seek healthy information on the dangers of performing unhealthy actions such as unprotected sex and sharing sharp materials. Considering these facts, education enables young people to get correct information and skills in developing healthy sexual behaviors. Conclusively, education plays an important role in disseminating information and life skills that are essential in developing healthy behaviors among the youth. In addition, education aids in reducing other factors that indirectly contribute to the spread of this fatal epidemic. By so doing, education plays a vital role in reducing infection rates associated with poverty, ignorance, and incorrect information, especially among the youth. Did you like this HIV/AIDS education importance for young people sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivpanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.